My name is Nash Baker, also aka Mason Knight 333. Well, Mason Knight 333 is put together along with the 3rd degree Master Mason, Knights of Templars from the 27th degree Royal Arch, and the 333 would be my 33 and a third, the highest degree you can go in Freemasonry. And by that name being together, it sort of walks everybody up to the degrees that I have as a Freemason. And why I chose to be a Freemason is bloodline. I work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because the news is constantly being ran and driven by people's impulses and jobs and crime, all mixed up in a lifestyle that I have to witness when I go to the store, or when I drive by candlelight. There's always an urgency of finding out the truth about the deaths and people's life stories. So what I do is stop the car and get out and ask questions. There's all kind of different stories and different ways you can approach them to kind of meet your everyday life on what you do. It's just a rush to be inquisitive about what's happening in your community, because it's changing rapidly through economics, crime. One of the main driver of this whole press job title thingy that I have is a digital scanner. Without this, you pretty much are blind and deaf to the streets. This is your boss. Wherever this baby says to do, you go. And that's pretty much on 24/7, 7 days a week. So you'll get to know what the scanner is and what it does. And you need your GPS. You know, your GPS, get to the calls in a timely manner, even though you might be on a side street. You might miss if it's east or west. So this is definitely needed, a GPS tracking system. Of course, your cell phone. I used the i4. I'm about to upgrade, but you gotta have a cell phone to take photos. You might want to stream online your video from your phone and get a Wi-Fi hotspot from it or connection. I shoot with a Canon. Canons that I have, but my main daytime camera is a Canon. You know, this is a T3. Didn't really change the lens, but it gets me pretty much up and close and personal, because I'm there a lot of times for the crime scene take go up. So I don't really need a long lens to shoot. So we're in the action as it happens. So I use the cowboy to kind of go on the shoulder, and that keeps me from dropping my phone while I have that in my hand, my clipboard, and because you're pretty much shooting, editing, and reporting your own stories. It's really a hands-on job type of, you know, you can't get this from a classroom. You got to get out in the field, first-hand basis. You got to develop your own contacts, and you got to have a rapport with your community. So a lot of times you might go to a school far out, but it's not local, and you have to get local with these stories. You have to get local with your police officers. You got to get in depth in your community to pretty much figure out the posts, so you can put out their stories correctly. 5 years, from now, I'll be training people who want to know how to do this job. It will probably be called something else before journalism. And having my own, possibly my own streaming network and social media sites and so on and so forth. Northbound 405, over to the 90. don't look so sad. I know it's over. Lord have mercy. But life goes on. And this world keeps on turning. As I said, Lord have mercy. Let's just be glad we had this time to spend together. As I said, Lord have mercy. There is no need to watch the bridges that we're burning. Hey, lay your head. Sometime when it's cold outside, you might just wanna hold your warm and tender body close to mine. As I said, Lord have mercy. For the good time. For the good time.
Alright, we on our way to Crenshaw King. I have Queen Isis here. She's running for, president. But these are some of the things that we do in our community. Being an advocate and a journalist, jumping out on these things that are obviously happening. Okay, so we got multiple shooting suspects as well as victims here on King. So as we're monitoring frequencies, we can hear, a little rambling. But what do you think so far? Just being injected into the community with all this violence going on and during the daytime.
Right.
I mean, why is this even happening? Do you know?
Well, I mean, we've seen time and time again. I mean, it goes back to history. I mean, the same thing when the white people, the Europeans were, canned into the ghetto. I mean, it's lack of resources.
Right.
Lack of, social upward mobility. I mean, again, it's just oppression down here. And the police, I mean, I understand they have a job to do. Their job is to keep the community safe and everything. But on a large scale, they may be part of the problem. As far as, the violence that goes on in these communities, these communities are rife with drugs, prostitution. So you have different sets, gangs, who are warring over territory, warring over drugs, warring over money, and then you have a lot of domestic issues, between individuals, men and women, women and women, and men who are struggling. It is the most diverse country in the entire planet.
I agree. And being esoterically thinking, forefathers have written the Constitution. And I do mean forefathers, meaning Freemasons, and these were higher thinkers that came from a different background and who studied everything as a whole to have the freedom, justice, and equality, and to be able to free the minds to even accept an idea. Such as Obama, now a woman, and maybe a different race other than white and black running it eventually. So you guys bear with us. This is going to get more and more interesting, but we are almost at Crenshaw and King, and we have multiple victims, possible 3 or more. So we are live. We are streaming from the streets of South LA, and as we go throughout the day, this is turning into a biblical day in a sense. Shootings and things like that You seen the other one on 43rd in Vermont. I just ran that. Now this is another one. So throughout the day, these shootings are random. There's innocent people. There's gangbangers. There's SWAT team. There's everything injected in this one day on us. So you guys stay tuned. Stay live. You are watching A Million Hits. Peace. Talk to me. 40. We on Crenshaw and Stockton so far. What do you think? We just talking about it in the car. Now the reality of it is we're here at the scene about black and brown relations, right?
Right. Broad daylight for the Crenshaw Mall, Baldwin Hills Mall.
Right.
A couple of young boys shot by some Hispanics. One was shot in the face. One was shot in an unknown area. They just picked him up, put him in the ambulance. I'm honestly just astounded at the time of day and to see the level of violence that's being committed in our communities. And predominantly an area that was once before predominantly black, seeing an influx of Hispanic and black crime going on. So it's definitely a sign in a change of times that we're seeing here. And it just shows how low our society has sunk.
Alright, well, you're getting it live, A Million Hit viewers. We're here at the scene. We will be putting this on the news. And we got a lady that just got off work, look.
Oh no.
She with the police is messing with her.
You don't want to hear what I got to say.
She don't want, we're going to say it.
I'm blowing it up.
Go on, blow it up.
No.
That's what we out here for. Go on, mama.
No, that's our
Tell them.
Nah.
Okay, well, see, y'all getting this live.
Talk about Obama.
Well, Obama, you better hear me. You hear that?
He should have sent him back.
What did he say?
Obama should have sent him back.
Why? Why should Obama send him back?
Because of this going on now. He knows it's going to be a war. They know it was. These people come here to take over. And they let them take over. Instead of having these babies back to back to back, and black folks out here working, struggling. They come here. How they come here getting milk and honey? And we come here, you know, if they so poor in Mexico, how they come here and buy up everything here?
Well, some people say it's their land, and we're in the way.
They don't own nothing.
Okay, well, I mean,
you know what? Well, I mean, back in the day, I seen the white man taking it from the Indians. What are we? We Indians, right? I heard Indians say, me Blackfoot, me Cherokee. He ain't spoke no Spanish. Tell me.
Okay.
Which one?
I hear. Well, you hearing it from the streets now. Y'all want me to take it and bring it to the streets? This is the streets. Now that's our elders talking to us. So I'm taking heed to my elders.
You come here, you don't want to live like us and live with us. Why? Look, go back.
Go back? That's all they got to do is go back. Okay.
Go back where you come from.
Well, Spanish community, blog, email, what you think? Let me know. We got Tanae here. She's running for president. We got a concerned citizen.
We have a serious problem going on down here at the bottom. It's a serious problem going on. There's a lot of violence being committed. There's not a lot of attention being brought to it. So a lot of this stuff is happening without the public's awareness of what's going on down here. People being murdered, stabbed, you know, going to jail, violence against black on black, violence against Hispanic, and this is all, police, you know, killing innocent people, and it's all being brushed up under the rug in the broad daylight.
In their back.
In the broad daylight. So we have a serious problem on the ground level. It needs to be fixed. It needs to be fixed now, and the government needs to be involved. We need policy, we need legislation, we need organization, and people need to be aware of what's going on because we need change on a large scale. There's too many people dying, too many young people dying as well. This don't make no sense.
Okay. Nash Baker, you watching A Million Hits 2015. Summer is gonna be sizzling.